What's poppin'? What's poppin', soul? What's poppin' with you? If things are as they seem, I want to talk to a certain group of people today, I want to talk to a certain group of people who, pretty much tired of seeing so much of the same things that their life has been focused and their energy has been focused on. And they've been wanting to change in life. They just been wanting to see some difference. I've been speaking on videos of how to get to change, and I've been saying, what you need to change, about yourself personally. But I just throw some stuff out there, because some of us, we're afraid if you don't bring it out into the open, the matters that are being unresolved or that are resolving themselves from your future self and your self now, being right now in the way of the signaling. But there's a resolve for that. So you have to, as in when you go to those classes, when you go to the addiction classes, call it out. You have to be the observer, soul. And if you can't learn to observe what you have ingested and what you've become over the years, you'll continue to run in the loops. The loop and the cycle of the energy that sustains stagnation. So that sustains stagnation. So for those who come and see me on the channel, I get it. If it don't catch you in the first 3 or 4 seconds, then you're flipping, you're going on to the next thing. But guess what? You're only recycling yourself, soul. So that's why this part of you need to grow. And I say this part of you that you've probably been coming, it comes in and you get a revelation about yourself and you feel a little better, but you go back. We're all in tune to going back. Going back to where? How you used to think. You. You think I'm you think I'm talking to myself. And yeah, I am talking to me and you. Looking and listening right now to this camera on your page. Yeah, you. It's an actual thing. So, with the patterns of being stuck, don't y'all know if you don't come through, things that you realize won't have a matter? I'll give you a serious matter. Do y'all know back in 2019, right? When COVID hit and everybody made all that money. The government made all that money, from the COVID shot, and everybody taking those COVID shots, and they had to get a revac and all this good stuff. Y'all ain't human no more, yo. They injected y'all with some stuff that made y'all incomplete now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all body system, y'all neurological system, y'all whole joint won't be the same ever again. And for those that did not take it, kudos to you. I support you. But for all of those that died, this is what I'm talking about, the realization. For all of those people that passed away, millions and millions of people that they didn't report about. And now all of a sudden in 2026, everything is overpopulated again now. So you're going to have to ask yourself some real questions. How in the hell did the earth repopulate itself that quickly in such a small amount of time after all those people died? So all those people died. Because it's a lot more people here now. So a lot more foreigners where I live at, where I'm staying at in the state that I'm in. And I got to tell you something else. So on the roadways, and see, that's why I'm bringing it home. That's why I'm bringing it all into everybody's kitchen, right into your house. Right into your house. When you drive along the roadways, no matter if you're black, white, no matter if you're Caucasian, Chinese, whatever your nationality is, and you have these certain individuals that drive along your roadways, drive along your roadways, trying to get your attention, and you're just going on about your way. Don't you wonder if all other immigrants are gone? And I ain't knocking no immigrant, everybody has a right to be here, everybody has a place to be here on the earth, no matter what the government is trying to do and trying to say they're trying to cover up. But now that all other immigrants are, pretty much out of the countries and states or whatever, now who do you think are driving crazy like that, soul? Because all of them gone. Yeah, they're illegal. They're illegal, but what are they illegal of? Are they even human, soul? Because the population has decreased. And if all of the illegal immigrants such, and you know who that. I ain't calling them illegal. I won't say that because I don't justify that. I don't get out with that because I love, and I go to loyalty, which is the soul. So I ain't singling nobody else out. We all belong. But I say this: if all of them are gone, you have some extraterrestrial activity going on that's driving by you. And you can call it conspiracy theory, you can call it what you want, soul. But you have been seeing this all your life where everybody was here. All the people were here before the deportation, before Trump. All these people were here. And they was driving crazy on your roadways. You witnessed yourself. But you can sit here and act like you don't. And that's cool. And I'll still be here going up in the soul, for the people who this is for. And you wondering, why in the hell ain't nobody doing nothing about this Rose Rage stuff? Because it's to cipher your energy. And whoever besides you will continue to do it. And they are the exact same people. So I witnessed it myself. Take note of the color of the cars and the vehicles. It's the same thing, the same time, and they are ahead of you some kind of way, but not ahead of me, but they're ahead of you some kind of way to be in the same place at the same time doing the same thing to get you frustrated out there in traffic. And everybody putting it on these videos out here on social media, and ain't nobody doing jack about it, not even the government. So put 2 and 2 together, so that wall, what's really going on, what they really trying to stop, letting in that's already here, that's been here a long time, is extraterrestrial. So while you are watching, your sports activity and betting, and while you're at your parties and trail rides, while you're doing all the things that you feel like really matters to you as survival, that privilege and that freedom won't be for long, because there's a war, ladies and gentlemen, beyond what you call your social construct, right? And the government can't hide it, y'all. So videos like these, and we talking about the soul and talking about being really real, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. A resurrection Sunday. A resurrection Sunday, I gotta keep you distracted so you don't really know what's going on. So, with the clouds, the cumulative clouds, right? Why do you think you see me on videos, you see me on some videos I have on a t-shirt, some videos I have on a long jacket. This is the weather. Y'all looking at me, thinking about fashion. Y'all thinking about, does he look good? Is he tickling my fancy? Is he gonna talk about society? Is he gonna talk about relationship? Yo, if I don't talk about the soul, if I don't talk about this world, if I don't talk about this construct, it'll just go on. It's just hearsay and, nobody pays attention. It's all the same garbage, He's delusional. They are delusional. Those people who talking about, things back in the past and going on to the future, things about the Egyptians, those things, all of it's now, so it's right now. So being real, waking up, y'all. I went a whole different route, but it was needed. I wasn't expecting to say the things that I say in this nature because y'all take it light. I mean, y'all, you looking at me, you take it light. You looking at me, you taking it light. But I'm me. I'm the best at being me that I could possibly be in the soul, y'all. And that's how you need to be. You need to take witness. That's why coming through and change. If you don't come through, you don't recognize you don't say you, speak it out. It's like an addict, closed off, expecting the world to change. This is the world that y'all live in, too. So that's why I brought it to your kitchen. I ain't talking about relationships today, Being relational with yourself is the most important thing, that you notice what's going on around you, soul. It's Shantae and Praying. I love y'all in the soul. It is how it is. I'll see you soon. Keep it poppin', yeah.